In the golden fields surrounding Florence, beneath the romance of Tuscany's hills, evil found a hunting ground. From 1974 to 1985, terror gripped the region as couples were brutally murdered inside their cars. Victims were shot, stabbed, and mutilated with chilling precision. Whispers of a monster prowling the night spread panic across Italy. The police raced against time, but the killer always stayed a step ahead. As the body count grew, fear turned into obsession. This is the story of the Monster of Florence, a predator who vanished into legend, leaving behind only blood, grief, and unanswered questions. The nightmare began on August 21, 1974. Pasquale Gentilcore and Stefania Pettini, young lovers parked in a secluded field, were found dead the next morning. Shot multiple times, Stefania's body bore signs of gruesome mutilation. Police initially suspected a personal vendetta, but no strong leads emerged. The brutality shocked even hardened investigators. It was unlike any crime Florence had seen before. Yet few realized that this was only the beginning. Somewhere in the shadows, a killer was just getting started, perfecting his method, honing his cruelty. The Monster of Florence had made his horrifying debut. Years passed with eerie silence. Then, in 1981, horror returned. Giovanni Foggi and Carmela De Nuccio were murdered similarly, shot, stabbed, and horrifically mutilated. This time, police noticed patterns: lovers' lanes, nighttime attacks, surgical mutilations. The weapon matched the 1974 murders, a .22 Beretta pistol with unique ammunition. Authorities realized they were dealing with a serial killer. Fear suffocated the region. Young couples were warned to stay away from secluded areas. But love, curiosity, and the desire for privacy continued to lure victims into the monster's trap. The pattern was clear, but the killer remained invisible. The monster struck again. 2 murders in 1982, then another in 1983. Each crime mirrored the last: nighttime ambushes, gunfire, post-mortem mutilations. Suspicions of a sexual motive grew. Autopsies revealed chilling details: the removal of sexual organs with almost surgical precision. Police launched mass investigations, questioning hundreds and monitoring remote areas. But the killer adapted, striking unpredictably. Panic gripped Tuscany. Newspapers splashed gruesome headlines, warning lovers not to venture out. Despite the fear, the monster's hunt continued relentlessly. With every body found, the sense of helplessness deepened, and the dark legend grew stronger. With no clear suspect, theories flooded in. Was the monster a lone madman, a former soldier, a satanic cult, or even multiple killers? Some believed he had surgical training. Others thought he was part of an underground network. Police arrested several suspects over the years, but no conviction stuck. The lack of progress fed public hysteria. Fear paralyzed the region's nightlife. Couples stopped parking in fields. Families kept daughters home after sunset. Florence, once a city of art and beauty, now lived under a cloud of dread. The monster wasn't just killing people, he was killing peace itself. Encountering the monster escalated. Pia Rontini and Claudio Stefanacci were attacked while parked outside Vicchio. Again, the same brutal ritual followed. But this time the police tried a trap, surveilling secluded spots with undercover officers and hidden cameras. Still, the killer avoided capture. It seemed he knew their moves in advance. Was he among the investigators? Or was he someone so ordinary, so invisible, that no one suspected? The failed trap only deepened the mystery. Authorities realized they weren't just chasing a murderer. They were hunting an elusive phantom who knew how to disappear after every crime. On September 8, 1985, the monster struck for the last confirmed time. German tourists Horst Meyer and Uwe Rusch were killed while camping in the countryside. Initially, authorities thought it might be unrelated, until forensic tests linked the bullet to previous murders. Once again, mutilations followed. After this, the monster seemed to vanish. No more bodies, no more killings. Had he died? Had he been arrested for another crime? Or did he simply decide to stop? With no new evidence, the case grew colder. But the fear he instilled remained, haunting the hills of Florence. Over the years, dozens of suspects emerged. Local farmers, voyeurs, even journalists. Some were arrested, others committed suicide under suspicion. One theory suggested the monster was part of a group of voyeurs who filmed the killings. Another theory accused powerful local figures of covering up the crimes. Investigators followed endless rabbit holes, but every lead collapsed under scrutiny. The monster seemed to be everywhere and nowhere. Despite enormous efforts, the truth slipped further from reach. The case exposed not just the dark side of humanity, but also the terrifying limits of justice. In the early 1990s, several men were tried and convicted for the murders, but controversy surrounded every trial. Evidence was flimsy, confessions were contradictory. Many believed the real monster was still free. Court battles dragged on for years, highlighting police corruption, media frenzy, and legal failures. Victims' families received no closure. Florence was left not only with horrific memories but also with deep wounds of injustice. The monster had achieved more than murder. He had shattered trust in the very system meant to protect people. The question still lingered. Had they convicted scapegoats while the real killer watched from afar? Today, the Monster of Florence remains one of Italy's greatest unsolved mysteries. Books, films, and documentaries continue to explore the case, but no definitive answers have emerged. Couples still avoid secluded fields around Florence. Local legends describe a faceless killer who still haunts the countryside. For many, the monster became more than a real criminal. He became a myth, a warning, a shadow that never fully disappeared. His story reminds us that sometimes the darkest monsters are not caught. They vanish into history, leaving only terror, sorrow, and a chilling sense of unfinished horror. Between 1974 and 1985, the Monster of Florence is believed to have murdered at least 16 known victims. 8 young couples, each silenced in moments of love and vulnerability. No one has ever been officially convicted beyond doubt. The case remains open, a chilling, cold case that still haunts Italian law enforcement today. Whether the monster was a single man, a group, or something even more sinister remains a mystery. But his reign of terror left an indelible mark on Tuscany's soul, reminding the world that sometimes true evil walks among us, unseen and undefeated.